This week, President Joe Biden honored the heroism of America's World War II veterans who stormed the beaches of Normandy, France, alongside U.S. allies. He was there to mark the 80th anniversary of D-Day. The milestone carries extra weight as the average age of surviving D-Day soldiers is 100 years old. Today, our cameras were at Pensacola International Airport as one of the veterans, 100-year-old Marjorie Stone, returned home after she was honored in Normandy, France.
Saving lives.
Somber moments filled Normandy American Cemetery earlier this week as President Joe Biden commemorated the 80th anniversary of the U.S.-led Allied Forces D-Day invasion. Behind the president, you can clearly see this woman, World War II veteran Marjorie Stone. She returned Saturday on an American Airlines flight to Pensacola Airport, and she wasn't shy to admit she didn't want to sit so front and center and so close to the president.
I didn't want to sit there, and I tried not to, and they said no. They heard that he was going to mention the women in his speech, and she said, "We want you right there." And so that's where I had to sit.
She was one of a handful of women invited to fly to France to be honored in Normandy at the 80th anniversary of D-Day.
They represented every branch, merchant marine, every branch they represented, and so they wanted one female branch, and it was beautiful, just beautiful.
Stone was one of several 100,000 women who answered the call during World War II.
I felt like we started something for the women, and the military women we saw over there, unbelievable. Cadets, Rangers.
She enlisted in the Navy Waves, became a machinist, and deployed at NAS Jacksonville. Stone spent the war keeping pilots and aviators in the sky. Thursday's events in Normandy took place against the backdrop of more than 9,000 tombstones for American veterans.
Oh, it's unreal. It's so different when you see it yourself. We visited two cemeteries. They've done such a beautiful job with those cemeteries, and there are so many crosses in those cemeteries. It's unbelievable. And we saw two beaches. We saw Omaha and Utah, and no trees, it's all fields.
She said her time reflecting and pausing to remember and honor the anniversary and the sacrifices of so many was very moving.
The German batteries that you saw were up higher than the beach, and so you could just feel how they just poured down on the fellas. And the boys we had with us, their stories are incredible.
At Pensacola Airport, there were more recognitions of thanks for Stone's service. A keepsake book, a special throw blanket marking the return to Normandy, and countless smiles and hugs from a grateful nation and a grateful Northwest Florida. Stone was inducted into the Women's Military Memorial in Washington, D.C. for her service during World War II.